I'm a student here at Rutgers University and a member of MVP. Before we get into our event, Details from the Cell tonight, I would like to give you a little brief rundown on the individual that we have, a special individual here tonight by the name of Ojore Lutalo. Ojore Lutalo is a new Africana aristocrat and a black liberation soldier served time for revolutionary activities. The artist Ojore Lutalo was released from Trenton State Penitentiary August 26, 2009 by way of court order. He maxed out after 28 years, 22 of which were spent in the Management Control Unit, solitary confinement. In order to keep his sanity during this time, Ojore abided by the strict regime of physical exercise, meditation, and study. Over the years, Ojore was asked repeatedly to describe the conditions that he faced on a daily basis. These requests range from simple curiosity as to the physical particulars of his cell and surroundings to the profound emotional pressures and struggles associated with long-term solitary confinement. Ojore began creating his political propaganda both as a way to maintain his sanity and to more adequately convey to his friends the physical and emotional reality he experienced within solitary confinement. For the last 22 years of his confinement, Ojore created a wide range of art pieces offering his unique perspective. Since his release in 2009, Ojore dedicated himself to assisting to the American Friends Service Committee and his attempts to expose the true nature and content of long-term isolation, its effect both on the prisoner individually as well as society at large. This outreach often involves speaking engagements in which he uses artwork to reinforce his text. Finding visual often communicates more efficiently than a purely oral presentation. Often after speaking, Ojore receives requests from individuals to purchase his artwork. His website is a response to those requests. Furthermore, the limited proceeds from the sales of these pieces allow Ojore to continue to volunteer his time to the American Friends Service Committee. And the artwork that we are speaking of are posted upon the walls around the room. And I would like to read an excerpt from the classification decision that he went up every 90 days. He fought to get his freedom or get out of solitary confinement. And this is what he wrote to them, and this is what their response was to him. This is what he wrote. I am being persecuted and discriminated against. You feel that my affiliation with the Black Liberation Army and Aristocrat Black Cross Foundation poses a problem. I'd like to know what's the problem. The state police, FBI, and Homeland Security are aware of it. What concerns do administration have with my political affiliation? In 2002, I was released into GP, which is general population in prison, with the same affiliations. This is what their reply was. The MCURC notes your concern regarding your feelings of persecution and discrimination based on your political affiliation. The committee, the committee continues to show concern regarding your admitted affiliation with the Black Liberation Army and the Aristocrat Black Cross Foundation. Your radical views and ability to influence others poses a threat to the orderly operation of this institution. Furthermore, you have yet to complete any of the necessary programs required for your consideration of release from the Management Control Unit. For your actions continue to pose a threat to the safety and security of any correctional facility. This was in March 5th, 2008. At this time, I would like to call upon Ojore Lutalo to come up and speak about his artwork. So can we give him a round of applause, please?
My name is Ojore Lutalo. I'm a former U.S. political prisoner. I'm a member of the Black Liberation Army. I served 28 years in Trenton State Prison for clandestine revolutionary activities. and 22 of the years served in the management control unit for entertaining political thoughts that the administration didn't approve of. Their goal was to break me psychologically so they could use me as a poster boy to illustrate to other prisoners as to why they shouldn't become revolutionaries. They never physically abused me or verbally threatened me. Their goal was to get me on psychotropic drugs so they could release me back into the general population. I'd be walking around like a zombie. Here you see a picture of the cell that I spent the 22 years in. And so like that's what happens to when they fear a person intellectually, right? They'll come after you that way. And what happened to me could happen to you. All you have to do is entertain political thoughts that the administration don't approve of or the government don't approve of. And they will target you like they targeted me. And I've been out since August 26, 2009. On January 26, 2010, I was arrested in La Junta, Colorado, and they accused me of breaking up, threatening to blow up an Amtrak train. I was in jail for 3 days, and after 3 days, they dismissed the charges because the other passengers on the train said I didn't make any threats to blow the train up. But by that time, I had received national exposure. I received death threats from the general public. I received death threats from the district attorney who was mad about the fact that they had to release me back into, they had to drop charges against me because they had identified me as an Islamic terrorist. I have never been a Muslim, and so I don't know where they got that information from. It could have been because in December 08, the Christmas Day bombing, December 09, the brother from Nigeria, he attempted to blow up a train over Detroit. He was from Nigeria. So in their arrest warrant, they identified me as being born in Nigeria because of my name. So they could just label me as a terrorist to the general public at large. But I was successful in my efforts to have the charges dropped against me, and I've been volunteering at the American Friends Service Committee, since I've been out. So if anybody have any questions, I'm willing to take them right now. All right, so thank you so much.